Hey, good morning, Harvest, or afternoon, or whenever it is that you're watching this. I am standing here at the corner of Blossom and Carlson Road, which you might find familiar because there is where our church gathers. Comedy at the Carlson every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. And across the parking lot are our neighbors. Church, neighbors. All right, Harvest, I want to ask you a question. Do you know our neighbors? Do you know your neighbors? Every single Sunday we come into this parking lot ready to worship Jesus. This Jesus who has saved us, who has forgiven us, who has redeemed us. And we once were lost, right? But now we're found. Those who were in darkness have seen a great light, and that light is Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is the light of men. And we come together because we rejoice. We rejoice in the forgiveness that we have in Christ. We rejoice in the freedom that we have in Christ. And as it's Advent season, we rejoice in the hope. We rejoice in the peace. We rejoice in the love that we find in Jesus Christ. And as I'm walking around our streets here, question for you is this, do you know if anybody on this street is currently rejoicing in the love, in the hope, in the peace of Jesus Christ? Is anyone rejoicing in the joy of sins forgiven? Do you know who lives in this house? Rochester is a lost place. We've talked about many times how maybe 1 in 10 people have a thriving relationship with Jesus Christ. It's really hard to say how many do. But in a city where 55% of people would say that they have no religious affiliation whatsoever, not just Christianity, but none, just no religious affiliation at all. 55%, that means that the majority of houses that I'm walking past right now have no idea who Jesus is, or have rejected Jesus, or have no relationship with Christ whatsoever. So we gather right here, right over there, and 200 feet away, we have people that are likely lost and going to hell. So we need to do something about that. And we have not gotten to know our neighbors. We've been here, it'll be a year in March. We haven't gotten to know our neighbors yet. I don't know the names of any of these people that I'm walking by right now. And that's a big problem. So therefore, next Sunday on the 16th is Operation Neighborhood. I talked about it last week at church. We have been busy this week ordering supplies and getting ready to write some cards. And we're just stuffing some gift bags. And we're going to walk around after church on the 16th and bless our neighbors. We're going to knock on these doors and we're just going to say, Merry Christmas from your neighbors at Harvest over at Comedy at the Carlson. Hand them a little gift and just let them know that we're here. Our small groups this week are going to receive custom printed Christmas cards. And at small group this week, you're going to write a note to 2 or 3 of our neighbors just saying Merry Christmas. And we're going to put those in our bags. We're going to have invites to Christmas Eve service. We're going to have some Harvest mugs. We're going to have invites to church and some candy canes, of course. And a little letter from me as well. And the whole purpose of this is to, number one, let our neighbors know that we're here in the neighborhood and that we would love to serve them, love them in any way that they need. And number two, we want to get to know them. We want to know names. We want to know who people are. And we want to know our neighbors. So it's the 16th. So be sure to make plans to stay after church just a little bit on the 16th and head out and hand out some of these bags with us and make it a thing with your ministry team or your small group. Head out to lunch afterwards or get some hot chocolate or whatever it is. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So Operation Neighborhood on the 16th. Start praying right now. Start praying right now for the people that you're going to meet. Start praying right now for the people that are on these streets that we just don't know what they believe about Jesus. And we don't know if they know that we're here. And most importantly, we don't know if they know that Jesus came to redeem them and give them life. So December 16th, Operation Neighborhood, right after church. Make a plan for it. Start praying. Love you guys.